Good evening. I'm Anthony Hall, Town Council for the Town of Grange. Here to give you a brief summary of our last Town Council meeting. I believe it's vital that we share as much information as possible with the town citizens. Let me get the screen pulled up. And so council agenda. The Town Council last met in April 4th. 2022, and here is the agenda. It's called to order, and it's opening prayer. A moment of silence is to honor the life, dedicated service of Fire Captain and Mayor Pro Temp David S. Holmes. Then we had public hearings on the Chapter 38 zoning map amendment. 2539 Promised Land, is Jerry Bird. Also public hearings on the conveyance of real property for the purpose of economic development to Stockport Limited Partnership. Motion was made to approve the zoning map amendment to change the property at 2539 Promised Land Road from highway commercial to agricultural residential by Councilmember Hall. The motion was seconded by Councilmember Gray. The motion carried. The mayor requested a motion to approve the ordinance amending the zone ordinance map, rezoning of 11.45 acres of parcel number 15638 from highway commercial to agricultural residential as recommended by the planning board and town manager. The motion was made by Councilmember Gladney and was seconded by Councilmember Rouse. The motion carried. Item 3B, of course, was the conveyance of real property for the purpose of economic development. North Carolina's General Statutes 158.7.1 allows cities and towns to acquire, hold, and resell real estate for the purpose of encouraging economic development. The town previously acquired real property off Brothers Road for this very purpose. The town wishes to sell Stockport Limited Partnership 39.929 acres for the purpose of economic development and subsequent construction of a non-solar renewable energy production facility. Stockport will purchase the property at fair market value, $475,000, and then invest an additional $25 million in improvements to the property. The construction of the improvements will increase the taxable property and business prospects of the town. The public benefit from the aforesaid improvements will include inter alia additional ad valorem taxes, revenues for the town of LaGrange, and additional employment opportunities for the citizens of LaGrange. The terms of the economic development agreement require the developer to create a minimum of 5 jobs with a probable average hourly wage between $17 an hour to $30 per hour. Councilmember Gladney made a motion to approve the resolution for conveyance of real property. It was seconded by, I want to say Councilmember Gray. The motion carried. The mayor requested a motion to close the public hearing. Councilmember Gladney made that motion to close the public hearing. Motion was seconded by Councilmember Gray. And that's item 3B. Item 4 is the Board of Adjustments. There was none. Item 5 was the public comment period. And the town has established public comment period in which the public has a designated time period to bring town's councils each month to address the council regarding items not included on the printed agenda. All comments are subject to the public comment policy. The council allotted time for up to 5 citizens to address the council for up to 3 minutes each. Each citizen are required to sign in with the clerk. Reverend Dr. Panisha Stigger explained to the council for her intention to head an event at the community park in observance of National Day of Prayer. This will be held on May the 5th, 2022 from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. This item is included on the consent agenda. Mitchell Jones spoke about his property at 202 East Railroad Street. He explained that an unknown vandal broke into the home and caused destruction there. He said he believes they also broke into the water meter and used the water on March 5th and 6th, 2022. He was charged $5,000 for meter tampering. Approval of the agenda. A motion was made by Councilmember Gladney, seconded by Councilmember Miles to approve the agenda with additional item D for preliminary budget discussions. Item 7, this is approval of the consent agenda. The motion was made by Councilmember Gladney and was seconded by Councilmember Gray to approve the consent agenda. All right, going on to item number 8. This the approval of the power purchase agreement. Item 8A, the town full requirements for power purchase agreement with the North Carolina Eastern Municipal Power Agency and with Duke Power Progress allows for less than 500 kilowatts of power from the PURPA qualified generator without penalty to the towns or the North Carolina this will save the town $10,922 a month, or $131,040 a year in the North Carolina electric cities, and demand charges at least at a cost of $1,000 a year. Energy output estimated at approximately 8,000 kilowatts a month will be purchased at 0.025 kilowatts or $450 a month, or $5,400 a year. The NCEMPA charges 0.02558 kilowatts or $5,525 a year. In order to obtain that capacity and energy for the upcoming Carolina Poultry Power facility, town must execute a power purchase agreement, which was provided to the town electronically. This document has been reviewed by the town manager and the town legal team multiple times. The town manager recommends the approval of the power purchase agreement as submitted for approval, and the mayor and the town manager, town attorney, and the town clerk be authorized and directed to prepare and execute the document necessary. The motion was made by Councilmember Anthony Hall and seconded by Councilmember Gray. Item number 8B was the selection of the mayor pro tem. And of course, everyone knows Mayor pro tem David Holmes passed away, and that put us in a situation where we have to select a new mayor pro tem, and town council selected Larry Gladney as mayor pro tem, and it's a 4-to-1 vote. Item 8C, discussion, determine the process to fill the vacant town council seat. Because of the passing of Mayor Pro Tem David Holmes, the council discussed by what process we will fill the seat. It was determined we would accept resumes beginning now, advertising by text messages, website, and newspapers. The cutoff will be before the next council meeting. Council will select the top 3 candidates. Those will come from the regular open session and will speak with the council. From this, the council will select the person they deem to be the most qualified. The candidate will serve until the next election, which is 2023. So we have a few candidates that's already put in applications, and we've already reviewed. And so we're looking forward to the next meeting so we can determine who will be the next town councilman to replace our late great David Holmes. And as mentioned, on the agenda I added item 8D, the preliminary budget discussion and personnel related expenses. The town since financial year 2008-2009 has factored the cost of living adjustments, COLA, for all employees and the council salary increases. However, this year has been a CPIU increase to 7.9% per the Department of Labor. In regard to salaries, this would roughly amount to $109,000. As prepared for the fiscal year 22-23 budget, the town manager is requesting the council direction related to the following: the cost of living adjustment based on the CPI from the Department of Labor, the 2% merit pool, the health insurance increase anticipated to be 15%, the new recreation activities, the soccer field, football construction, the nature trail, and other programs and initiatives. The mayor requested a motion to approve the CPI piece at 7.9% for the fiscal year 22-23 budget. The motion was made by Councilmember Gray and seconded by Councilmember Miles. The motion carried. The next on the item was the unfinished business, and item 9A was an update on the advanced metering infrastructure, the water and sewer projects. And the battery energy storage system, and the Lading building demolition. We have acquired some new meters that will allow us to utilize the old meter equipment through the end of its life for the electric meter infrastructure. Tyrone's crew is now installing the new water meters. All the Easy Pay customers' meters have been replaced with the new water meters. We are close to 40% complete with the traditional customers' meter installations. Item 9B is the update on the water and sewer projects. There's a fair amount of activity on these projects. We've been dealing with the wastewater collection system projects for more than 2 years, and we are close to being bid. The holdup now is the permits from the railroads for the bores. We have to make underneath the track in order to replace some of the sewer lines. We hope to go to bid in the next 30 days. We do anticipate some cost overruns based on the original estimates due to the material price increases. We can use a portion of the 10.8 million in state money to cover any coverages in the water system improvements, but cannot utilize that to match any overages we have in the wastewater collection price piece, where we stand a chance to reducing overall grant amount on the federal side. If there's any average overage in the sewer project, we will ask for more money, and you cannot use the grant money to fill in a hole, but you can ask for more money. The town manager recommends that if there is an overage of the USDA sewer project, we can increase and ask for the USDA to get about 40% of that overage in additional grant dollars. So there's a lot of stuff going on with the wastewater treatment and improvements. And let's see, 9C was an update on the load management project, the BESS battery energy storage system. Most of all equipment has been installed, and this should go operational next month. So that is good news right there in regard to helping us lower our utility rates. The battery energy storage system project is critical, and it's glad to know that we'll have that operational soon. As always, there's a financial report that the town manager puts into our meeting packets for us, and it's for us to review. And of course, there was town council member comments, and I'm gonna read those. Mayor Pro Temp elected asked about the trash containers downtown. Councilmember Gray was asked about the progress in fixing up the old gun shop. Councilmember Mouse asked if all the business downtown have regular trash carts. He also commented that he hadn't seen the town sweeper lately. Councilmember Hall said he met with Wesley and Tyrone and toured their facilities and thanked them for their commitment. Councilmember Rouse asked if we could move our trash receptacles downtown, explained we could send something out to the new businesses about not using those. He thanked the council for sponsoring the wrestling club and the mats and the use of the facility. Also suggested a no ride festival cook-offs. Mayor Wooten gave a shout out to the chili cook-off event last February. And that's pretty much everything that happened in our meeting last night. And of course, last night, April 4th. And we went to closed session. And that was April 4th meeting. It's been a very exciting few months on the town council. I've met up so many people, I've learned so many things, and I'm growing as a person. I think the town is on the right path. We have the right leadership in place. We have the right people in place. We're working so hard, and we're getting right down to beginning on the budget next month. So there's gonna be a lot of conversations going on and a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Our next town council meeting will be this Monday. That's going to be May the 4th. No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. It's May the 2nd. So May the 2nd. Always encourage all the citizens to come to our meetings in person. So much better that you come to the meeting in person. And if you have any concerns, you have any thing you want to address, we will definitely do that, you know, so we can build that connection, that relationship with the constituents. So I encourage everyone to come to the meeting on Monday. And thanks so much for listening to me. And because I really want to try to share as much information possible. And it's all about sharing that information and getting people knowledge about what town has going on. So you guys have a great evening, the rest of your day.